New Zealanders stranded at the epicentre of the coronavirus outbreak face a long and uncertain wait, with dwindling hopes that they might be evacuated. Dozens of Kiwis are stuck in Wuhan, which is under a complete travel ban in an attempt to stop the virus spreading. Other countries are making plans to evacuate their citizens, but the Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern says it's no simple or straightforward exercise. Here's our Deputy Political Editor, Craig McCulloch.
Stranded in a locked-down city, at least 53 New Zealanders with no way out of Wuhan, and the likelihood of an escape plan looking less and less likely.
It's quite scary here.
Joanna has been pleading for the government's help. Today, her mother, Amy, in Auckland, joining the calls. Here are her words translated.
I have this idea. New Zealand can follow suit with the United States to arrange a government-chartered plane, and after arriving in New Zealand, take them to a designated place. The passengers can quarantine themselves there for 2 weeks and then go where they need to go.
But such a plan's not quite so simple. Speaking at her first press conference this year, the Prime Minister says the matter's complicated by the complete travel ban in and out of Wuhan, as well as screening and quarantine requirements.
Chinese officials have made it very clear to us that it will be very difficult for us to extract anyone from the province because of the measures that they have put in place.
The United States, France and Japan have plans in motion to bring their citizens home, but other countries have run into problems. Jacinda Ardern says New Zealand's consular partners, the United Kingdom, Canada and Australia, have all yet to decide whether they'll send in charter or military planes. Regardless, she says New Zealand is keeping in close contact. So close contact, in fact, a phone call arrived during the press conference.
Pierre Morrison just dialing in as we speak.
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs says it's been contacted by 20 New Zealanders seeking assistance, but a lack of information on the ground has left some frustrated. Joanna's phone call to the embassy in Beijing returned this response.
Thank you for calling the New Zealand Embassy. Our office is closed for Chinese New Year.
After then calling an emergency hotline, she was simply directed to register online and wait for more information.
Many other countries are taking actions already, but it seems like the New Zealand government is falling behind.
The National Party's health spokesperson, Michael Woodhouse, says that's not good enough.
There are serious concerns about making sure that New Zealanders in China are safe, and that's another area where I think the government needs to step up.
But Ms Ardern insists the embassy staff are not off on holiday.
My understanding, as I've been advised by MFAT, is there are people in our embassy and that people should be able always to speak to a human with a 24/7 contact number.
That will come as little comfort for those stuck in a city with no idea when they might be allowed to leave. From Parliament for Checkpoint, Craig McCulloch.
And in the past half an hour, Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison has held a media stand-up. He said he's sending consular officials to Wuhan to offer support to 100 Australian schoolchildren stranded there, plus at least 400 other Australian citizens, many of whom have travelled there for Chinese New Year celebrations. He says once his officials have assessed the situation, a decision will be made on whether to send a plane in to bring them home.